Good morning. So I'm going to do something a little bit different this morning. I've had this deck for a long time. It's called Divine Doors. It's really beautiful. It just has different doors, little different sayings on the back. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick one of these and then let that guide the reading today. So let's get into it. What is this reading about today? Ooh, straight onto the floor. Hold on. Really pretty. 3 of Cups. Okay. So celebration, family, friends, a toast to friendship in the afternoon sun. 3 cups in happiness, 3 cheers are done. Celebration is near. Well, that's good. I like that. Celebration is near. 3 of Cups. Okay, let's get into it. So, let's start with what the energy is around you right now. What is the energy around this collective at the moment? That's a nice message to open up to. What is the energy around this collective right now, please? Yes, luck is on your side. Intuition. Wow. The red flags you ignore now will come back to bite later. But still, trust your intuition. Luck is on your side. Celebration is near. Very nice. One more, please. Cycles, fate, karma, something ending, something beginning. So, and health on the bottom. So maybe mental health, physical health is something that you're working on at the moment. But yes, luck is on your side. Intuition, cycles. So something that you've had intuition about that it could even be potentially that you can feel something's coming. Maybe it could be there's a person on your mind, communication, or there's a new passion project, something that you've just started that you're trying to ground, and it's like you can feel that the next stage of that is coming, or there's just in general an event that's coming up that you're about to celebrate and have a really good time, and things are about to turn for you, especially if you've been going through a long cycle of suffering. I just heard in that, because for that to be something ending for something to begin, endings can be painful. So whatever painful ending that you've been going through, the tide's about to turn and the celebration is near. So that's beautiful. I think your intuition is telling you that the end of a difficult cycle is coming, and that your luck's about to turn around. So that's really nice. Okay, so let's clarify the situation a bit. And then we'll get tarot. Meadow of moments. Bask in the meadow of moments where presence blossoms in the simplicity of now. So that's making me think that whatever's coming, it's like you're being prepared at the moment. Your intuition is sensing something's coming, and it's like it's going to be significant. So for you, it's about, I just heard the calm before the storm, but not because it's a bad storm, but because it's, say for instance, you're about to get really busy. It's like enjoy these peaceful moments right now while you have them, because things are about to change in a good way. One more, please. Eclipse of concealment. Navigate through eclipse of concealment, understanding the cyclical nature of hidden phases and awaiting revelation. So again, celebration is near. Your intuition is telling you that you're about to end a difficult cycle, but you don't know yet what this turning point's going to be. You just know, you can feel that luck's on your side and that things are about to change. So it's about trusting in that. navigating through this difficult time, excuse me, but knowing that there's a light at the end of the tunnel and good things are coming. Okay, so what is next for this collective, please? What is this celebration coming up? Fear of the unknown. So that might be something you're sitting in. It's like your intuition is telling you that something good is coming, but it's still, because you're not sure, it's just your intuition telling you. It's not that you know, as in, you know, like your soul knows, but you don't, there's no evidence of it in the 3D. So that fear of change, that fear of, you can feel something's coming. Oh my gosh, you can feel something's coming, but you don't know for sure what it is or how it's going to affect your life. Fear of the unknown, fear of change, playing it safe, lack of planning, over-analysing, no action, doubt, avoiding risk. So I don't think you're avoiding anything. I think you're just, it's nervousness about not knowing what's next for you and not knowing what's coming, but still knowing inside that it's not going to be bad. Yeah, releasing negativity. Not 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 8 of Swords in reverse. So releasing negative thoughts, self-acceptance, freedom, release, facing fears, taking control. Page of Pentacles, so lack of commitment. So maybe in the past, this cycle has been, you've had, I don't want to say laziness, but you've procrastinated a lot of things out of just self-doubt and anxiety and things like that. But I feel like this is the cycle you've been going through. This is the cycle that's coming to an end, and endings bring new beginnings, or something ending for something new to begin. So if you've been feeling a lack of commitment towards anything, or you've been procrastinating, 2 of Cups. So I want to say it can be the inner union too, but if you've had someone on your mind that you feel like has no plans to move towards you, or there's someone you want to be with, but the fear of the unknown that you've had in regards to this person you see as your person, you've been trying to learn how to trust the universe, trust your angels, trust your team, that this will come back around, this will come back into alignment for you. Let's get some more on that. So I think you've procrastinated a lot of things just out of the fear of what's next, and the anxiety it's caused you has kind of paralyzed you for a time, but you're releasing those negative thoughts and your fear over someone coming back into your life so that you can be together. It's not that it's fully gone, but you're releasing it to be more in that energy of I don't chase, I attract. If it's meant for me, it will come back. Oh, beautiful. So I think this top row is the cycle that you've been stuck in for a while, but luck is on your side. Use your intuition, cycles, things are coming back around full circle. So this 2 of Cups, union partnership with this Knight of Pentacles, he's slow and steady, but he's on the journey. He knows the destination he's trying to reach, and he's going towards it, and he's taking step by step. He's not rushing it. And I think that is why you've been stuck in fear and anxiety for a while, but you're releasing it now, because you just think that if this is a past person that you want coming back, then time is needed to heal and for you both to work on the things you need to work on. So for him to be one of the slowest knight in the deck is good, because it means that they're taking the necessary steps to come back around correct the next time. Okay, so Ace of Pentacles to confirm. The Page of Pentacles in reverse is good because it means that, again, celebration is near. So something is coming where there's going to be a new beginning, a new opportunity. And it could be in love, it could be in career. But yeah, I had the Wheel of Fortune in my head this whole time, especially with that Cycles card. The wheel is turning in your favor now. So you're coming to the end of a difficult cycle where your fear of this person not coming back, you've let it go because you know that you create your own happiness too. And if this is meant for you, it'll come back around. Knowing that releasing negativity will create this forward movement, even if it's slow and steady, you know that you will get to the desired goal as long as you make a commitment to do the work and keep moving forward, to have this new beginning. And this might even be a new opportunity in love, someone wanting to give you something, offer you something new. But luck is on your side, remember? Okay, so let's see what's coming then. We'll get Time Island Wellness. What is coming in regards to this celebration? What's next for this collective? Not today, not dealing hurt, avoiding a conversation, cold person, boundaries, still angry. So this is something that maybe you're teetering back and forth between this person from your past that you want to come back around, that you see a future with, but there's still things, stabbed in the back. So there's still things, the pain that this person caused you, where you still fall into that anger, which probably creates the fear of the unknown, because you just think, what if this isn't my person? Or what if when they come back, I'm still just too upset and too angry to give them another chance? But this could also be your person that's not dealing with their feelings yet to come towards you. The relationship is over, no second chances, grow and transform your life. So like I said, you're letting go of needing to know the outcome. You might have even got yourself into the mindset that this isn't coming back around and I need to move on and change my life. Clock, need time, takes time, in time, cycles, time to heal, progress. So another card of cycles. I want to say you've been in this cycle for a while where you have felt sad and down and unsure of your future and unsure of what your life is supposed to look like now. But in that time, you still have been actively taking steps to try and heal yourself and do things to try and get your life back on track, so to speak. But lightning, shocking news, and that's under not dealing hurt. So you might have just found out something, or you might be about to find out something that's going to suddenly change your life or create a transformation in you. And for that to confirm with not dealing hurt, avoiding a conversation, there might even be communication coming in soon that you're not expecting. You might have even got yourself into a state where you aren't expecting to ever hear from them again. So if they reach out, you're going to be shocked by it. Grim Reaper. Mask slipped over. So I want to say perhaps you and this person has been wearing a mask where you're like, it's over, it's never coming back around, this is done forever. But it's because you've both been trying to mask your true feelings, that you don't want this to be over. Wearing that mask where you're trying to convince yourself that it's done because you think that that's going to make it hurt less, but it hasn't been working. Yeah, receiving what you need, closure issues, progression arriving, moving on. So you've been trying to be in this mindset of the Grim Reaper, that it's done, that it's not, you're never going to be together again, to try to help you move on from this situation. But you're about to get clarity, truth, revelation, solidarity, force, honor, protection, power. So in this needing time to heal, you're getting clarity on the situation, and mirror on the bottom. So you're mirroring each other. You've both been going through things that have hurt you and made you angry, and just not dealing with it, both wearing a mask, trying to tell yourselves that it's over, there's no going back, to try and help you move on and close this chapter out. But in this cycle of healing and learning and giving yourself time to heal, I think you're both going to the clarity that you're going to receive that you do love this person, but letting go of the outcome or when it's supposed to come back in is going to give you that freedom. It's like, I would love to be with this person, and if it's meant for me, it'll come in when we're aligned and when the universe divinely guide it. Let's get one more for that. Camera, reminiscing, keepsake, perception, learn from the past, make memories. So you might have had memories coming up on your phone of this person and them as well, especially with mirroring. You're both reminiscing about each other. Heart with a key. Yeah, so outdated thinking, replaying events over in your head. There you go. So I think you're going to be surprised. There's going to be they're going to reach out to you soon, and maybe that's what the celebration's around, that you actually, this reconnection that you two have, when they reach out, it's going to create this feeling of like a new beginning, and actually remembering, because if it has been a long period of time, remembering how much you actually do enjoy one another, because it's almost like if you haven't spoken in a while, or you haven't seen each other in a while, and there's been really next to no contact, even just hearing each other's voices again might create that all those feelings will swell in you again. But someone expresses love, a message of love, thinking of you and letting you know. So I think that this will be, the communication will be that you still hold the key to their heart, and that they love you, that they've been reminiscing over the past. They've been going over and over the things in their head that they did wrong in the connection last time, and wanting to work it out, talk about how they weren't dealing with the real issues, and they used you as a scapegoat or blamed you for a long time. But then through this time of healing and learning and growing, they've realized that they've been healing, that it wasn't all your fault. It takes two to tango. Right. How do you see this person and the connection, please? How does this collective view their person and the connection? Cycles. There is a huge thing about cycles here. Time was definitely needed. Time and space was definitely needed here. And you've also you've had a few cycles with this person. So as well, you've gone around the merry-go-round with this person a couple of times. And that was what was needed to learn what you had to learn, and for them to learn what they needed to learn. And because this is how you see them in the connection, so you know this as well. Inspire me. So you feel like even if the connection had its troubles, this person inspires you, but you know that the connection also inspired you into becoming the person you are now, which is really nice. It's given you wisdom and faith, but the rejection is what caused you so much pain. Maybe even the way that if the other person ended it, how they ended it, might have caused you a lot of pain, and that rejection is a huge thing that you think about when you think of this connection. And the pain it caused you. I don't chase, I attract, flipped out. Okay, so runner came out to confirm cycles. So I think there's been a few cycles of this person running. So when you think of this person and you think of this connection, you think of how many times this person has tried to cut and run with this connection, and that rejection in itself would just be painful, because you don't know. It would be hard for you to trust that they're going to stick around this time, because you don't want anytime things get difficult that this person just labels you as toxic and runs from the connection. So that's a concern of yours when you think about this person and the connection that you two share. Abandonment. So even though you feel like this person abandoned you, these aren't the best. I mean, cycles and inspire me isn't the worst, but rejection, runner, abandonment, this person really caused a lot of emotional pain for you, and really left you in quite an abrupt, cold way that left you feeling quite damaged. And that's why that's why so much time has passed, because you've needed time to heal the damage that was caused. But union to confirm rejection. So even though you feel so rejected by this person, you see them as constantly running from the connection and that they abandoned you, you're still hoping that this will come back around. But for psychic abilities to be on the bottom, I want to say you've seen the end stop with them. You've seen the future you can have with them, say the white picket fence, the family, and the potential. You can see what the connection can be to have happy union. But these big cards, rejection, runner, abandonment, you see this person has caused you a lot of pain. So for them to come back around, you know that you would need to see significant changes in them, and they would want to see change in you too, to have this union. Okay, so let's get some messages about this connection, please. Can we get some more information about this connection, please? And then I'll get some cards about your person to see what's going on around them right now. Communication. Please contact me. I may not respond, but knowing you care opens my heart. I don't like that card, because you wouldn't want to reach out and then not get any communication back. That's not nice. But it is reflecting about communication coming. Number 6, so June. Today's the 1st of July, so maybe there was some kind of contact in June. I'm afraid this relationship is too good to be true, and I could pull away in fear. So that also might be why they became the runners so many times, because they would sabotage it, put you in the category of toxic, but really they were just shifting the blame because they didn't want to look. It's kind of that thing where they knew internally that they needed to change some deep-seated issues that they had to be a better partner for you, but they weren't in a place where they wanted to change yet. So they just blamed you for being toxic so that they could continue living the way they always lived without having to change. But they see now that that's fear-based thinking. They actually are leading with toxic emotions themselves, cutting you off and putting the blame on you so that they don't have to change. But number 3, karmic ties. My heart is with another right now. I have to finish this karmic contract in order to be free. So they might be with someone else romantically right now, but that can also be a karmic tie to a mother, a friend, siblings. It could be anyone that they're still in the midst of learning the karmic lesson that needs to be learned by staying around that person. They're not ready to let it go yet, so that needs to be cleared first. Number 3, mission. We are alchemists. We transform fear into love and shadow into light. So that is, again, with connections that are deep. especially if there's a lot of pain, like how you view the connection, it's alchemizing that. It's not saying you're not allowed to be angry and upset, like you have every right to be, and you have every right to express that to them when communication does open up again. But it's about alchemizing that into a positive thing for you in your life. So putting that energy into creating the life you want, and that's alchemizing those feelings. It's transforming all those horrible feelings that you don't like to have, and healing through them and growing as a person through it. But the 6th of March or the 3rd of June could be significant. Patterns. Number 3 again, so 333 is significant here. Lean into your creative passions. Confirmation, siren. All about growth. I'm changing this pattern and moving forward. So that to confirm patterns is good, because it means that they have recognized their toxic traits and also the things and people around them that aren't the best, that they know they need to move away from. They've recognized those things and they're trying to work on them right now. So that's good. 11th of March or the 3rd of November. 6 again, so 6th of March or the 3rd of June are very significant dates, because you've got that twice, 6-3-3-6. I'm walking home to you. I'm not sure where I am on the path, but I'm walking it. So their intention is to come back to you, but at the moment, whatever this karmic tie is that they need to learn the lesson from, could even be work. It's a pattern that they're recognizing that they need to change, and that takes time. And that is probably another reason why you've got so many cards about cycles. Takes time, needs time to heal. So this is good though, because it means that they're doing the work on themselves, and they don't know how long it's going to take, but they know they need to do it so that they can come back towards you. And not just to come back towards you, but to make their life better for themselves, to be a happier person. Communication again. So I think communication is coming in, but that's number 1. I wanted to send you a message today, but I was afraid to. I don't know if you want to hear from me or if I can say the right things to you again, because they rejected you. They ran from the connection. They abandoned you. So they know that they've caused quite a bit of damage here, and they don't know at the moment what words to use or how to express to you how they know what they've done and how sorry they are and how much they do still love you and care about you and want to make this work. They don't really know. Like even now when I was trying to figure out how to word it, I couldn't even get the words out. So they don't know how to express this to you yet. They know they need to and they want to, but they don't know how to say it yet. They might have even typed out so many different messages and then just never hit send, or just deleted the message and never sent it, because every time they read out what they wrote, it just didn't capture the depth of what they wanted to say to you. So I'm seeing someone typing out and retyping and editing and writing out all these messages and just never hitting send. And emails, letters, emails, texts, but I think they're coming to a stage where they're about to just you got love calls, so it might be a call. Maybe they decide in the end that they can't express it enough through text message or email or whatever, so they decide to call you and hope that when they hear your voice that they'll just know what to say in the moment and that you'll hear them out. Okay, so let's get how this person, the person tied to you, views you and the connection. How does the person on the collective's mind view them and the connection? Ancient Egypt, so they see you as having, they feel like you have had many lives together. They feel like you guys have a deep bond that's spanned over lifetimes. But wounded feminine, so they might have seen you as being in your wounded feminine, overly emotional, nitpicky, even jealous sometimes, and they also, the song TikTok chose was Be Kind by Halsey, so listen to that song. But wounded feminine could be also how it could have been their behavior, quite controlling, jealous, maybe sometimes even cruel when they were emotional. So like getting angry and things like that. So they could recognize those traits in them when they think of this connection as well. Oh wow, wounded feminine to divine feminine. That's really nice. So that means that they see you as if they're watching you, say if you post on social media and they can see things, they see how much you've grown and the transformation that you've been going through in this time apart, this cycle that you've been going through healing. They've seen you transform into the divine feminine. That's really nice. I think as well that they realize that you always were the divine feminine. You were very nurturing and loving and beautiful, but they, like I said before, how they were putting you in the category of toxic and blaming you for everything that went wrong in the relationship. They're seeing now that you were always this, but they put you into that category as an excuse so that they could run because they didn't want to change what was wounded in them. That's really good. I think this person has a lot of self-awareness that they might not have had before. They might have been very unaware of how bad their behaviour was. But to recognise that you're the divine feminine means that they're really coming into that awareness now. Yeah, are divinely protected. So they think this connection's divinely protected. They think that if you guys have shared past lives, that this has been orchestrated since the beginning of time by the divine to always bring you two back together, that this is the lifetime that you're meant to make this connection work. This is the lifetime that you're going to learn from your mistakes and make it work in this lifetime. Inner child healing. So I think they needed inner child healing and they've been reflecting on that and doing the work. For this to be under wounded feminine is really good because it means that they recognize things in them that needed healing. But as well, again, when I see that if they see you as you were a wounded feminine before, but now you've come into your divine feminine, they can see the healing you've done and the transformation you've gone through, but they also needed to work on the things that were making them act out of their wounded feminine and also find their divine masculine. That's really good. That means that they're recognizing a lot of home. Oh my God, that's so nice. So you're their divine feminine. They see you as their home. They might have even said they love the way you look at them, that they know how much you love them and how much you loved them when you were together and how they felt the most stable they've ever felt with you, they could be their true authentic self with you when they weren't in their wounded feminine energy. They felt safe with you. You're their home. And that is beautiful. Divine feminine confirmed by home. That is so beautiful. On the same frequency. So I think they're hoping, when they think about this connection in you, they're hoping that you two are going to realign. Okay, that's really nice. Okay, so let's see what's going on for them right now. What's the energy of this person right now? What is their energy right now, please, angels? Sexuality flipped over, so they're still figuring themselves out. But like in the other deck, it's like they're on the path. They don't know where they are on the path, but they're on it. Let go. Make room for the new beginning on its way to you now. So they're letting go of the karmic ties that they have, which is really good. Letting go of the things that broke you in the past. Move on. They're moving on from the past things that created such turmoil in your connection, but in their life in general, their whole life, even before meeting you. But they also might be worried that you've completely moved on, especially if they can see things you post and see you in your divine feminine energy. They might be concerned that you've moved on and don't even want them anymore. Because they're really going over the breakup. I think they're really analysing and overthinking all the things that they did to sabotage the connection in the past. And they're also because they're thinking of all those things, that's what's making them worried that you've moved on, because they're thinking, why would this person ever take me back after what I put them through? But they also got health issues. So you got this on the bottom for your part. So I think they too are working on physical health, mental health. They might have even started going to therapy, which is excellent. But you did get the mirroring card. So I think you're both working on health issues in general. But they also might have had something happen recently that you don't know about. They might have had some kind of accident or... but health is a big focus for both of you right now. But pets, they might have a pet and it might be acting differently around them right now. When there's about to be big changes in your life, pets can feel that energy and they might either become more clingy or more avoid you more. So they might have a pet that's been acting funny, or they might have lost a pet recently. Okay, I just want to get a spirit animal for both of you. So how do you view your person right now? Oh, the peacock, that's all right. And how does their person view them? The frog, that's so cute. I haven't got neither of these before. Beautiful. The frog and the peacock. All right, let's get into it. Let me pause so I can find the page. Okay, so peacock, inner beauty, compassion, assimilator of anything. The beauty of the peacock is unrivaled. It's easy to think it comes from the plumage, but the secret of the peacock is that the beauty resides within and extends outward indefinitely. This adept creature can assimilate or digest all experiences in life, so it does not harbour resentment, conflict, or past pain within its psyche. The peacock type is extremely rare. Not many of us have reached this advanced level of acceptance of the self and others. When in balance, confident, kind. When out of balance, can't digest situations. To bring into balance, meditation on navel. So this is really nice for how you see your person, because I think that you, especially if they see you as home and see you as someone that they can be their authentic self with, you see them as this beautiful peacock that has a lot of compassion and a lot of inner wisdom even. And when they're in balance and when they are in their true authentic nature, they are sensitive to others and they can see things from different perspectives. But when they're out of balance, they tend to assume the worst of everyone or think that everyone thinks like them. So if they think that someone is being shady or deceitful, it's because that's a reflection of their own deceitfulness or their own shadiness. But they don't actually tend to harbour resentment. They're quite, they might put up a tough exterior when they're out of balance, but when they're in balance, they are able to see life in such a beautiful way, and that's how you see them. You see that in them, and you know that they have that capacity to be that way. And I also think you see them as someone you've never experienced anyone like them before. Like how this says, this peacock type is extremely rare. Their perspective, their wisdom, their compassion, their sensitivity, you haven't met someone like them before. And that's why you haven't been able to forget them either, because they're just so unique to you, and that's why you love them. That's really nice. All right, so they see you as the frog. Let me find it. Clearing, cleansing, and healing, which is, they see you as having healed into your divine feminine, so that's good. The frog and the water element are almost inseparable. The frog spends its first months of life entirely within this healing element and then emerges to rest on land. So you've re-emerged in your healed self. But no matter how earthly the frog becomes, its need for cleansing and rejuvenation is regular. So you might be a water sign. But no matter how earthly the frog becomes, its need for cleansing and rejuvenation is regular. Frogs tend to become overworked and undernourished, so it's vital that such sensitive creatures practice self-care. This card serves as a reminder that water helps us cleanse, forgive, and release. Time to dive in. Frogs aren't meant to carry a heavy load. So I think they see you as quite soft as well, and not in a negative way. It's like if you're truly your divine feminine, you have that soft, nurturing nature where you're not really, I don't know if you've seen TikToks on the soft life, but it's like you're meant to have these like easy mornings. You wake up when your body is ready to wake up. You follow the cycles of your period, the moon cycles, what you need at different times. So depending where you are in your cycle, your body has different needs. If we're going to go based off just male and female bodies, men rejuvenate every 24 hours. So that's why they're able to wake up early in the morning and have that go-getter energy first thing in the morning. Whereas women have a 28-day cycle. So depending where you are in the cycle depends on what you need to give to yourself. So you need to live quite a soft life depending on where you are in the cycle. Wake up when your body's ready to wake up. Feed your body the things that your body needs in that moment depending on your cycle. So when you're getting closer to your period, you might need to eat more red meat to build up the iron in your system for the shedding that's about to begin, things like that. So and this could be part of why health issues could arise, came out for you, because maybe that's something you need to focus on for yourself right now, is recognizing the cycles of your body and recognizing what your body needs depending on the week of the month. So each week you might have a different routine, and that might seem overwhelming, but you're actually not meant to be overloaded. It's just meant to be simple little things that you put in place to nurture your body. But your person sees you as quite sensitive and soft, and that you can't take on too much, because otherwise you'll get very overwhelmed and stressed. And as a sensitive person, I understand that completely, because if I feel too overstimulated or have too much going on, then I can't function. And then that stress creates this energy of just running on empty. So, but they see you as someone that is quite healing. And when you're in balance, you can give that healing, nurturing side, that side that makes them feel like you were their home. But it's more for you, for your sake, because this is how they see you. When in balance, clear energy and enthusiasm for life. When out of balance, depleted and running on empty. To bring into balance, lake, river, ocean, or bath house. So you might, I have a feeling you're a water sign, or you just heavily have water in your chart, but being around water creates a meditative state. So if you just go sit by a body of water, you can be recharged by that. So that's some advice for you. But as far as for how they see you, I heard the word delicate, but again, for whatever reason, I'm feeling like that sounds negative, but delicate isn't negative. They see you as this beautiful, soft person that needs to recharge so that you are able to give. Otherwise, if you give too much of yourself, if you don't take the time to look after yourself, you burn out really quickly. I'm hearing quality over quantity, so that's the same with them. Spending time together, instead of just spending lots of time together, the time that you are together is quality time, that you're able to actually give your whole self to them in that time you spend together, instead of burning yourself out trying to be there all the time. Hopefully that makes sense, but that's really nice. And I think as well, if they're recognizing that they took more than they gave, they recognize that they need to give to you more so that you're not burning yourself out in the relationship. Alright, so I just want to get a timing card for when this communication might come in, and then I'll grab some message cards to see what they would want to say to you. So what's the timing for this incoming communication, please? November. So you've got some months, but this year. So this November. So in that time, just continue on your healing journey. And as well, because that first card that came out was celebration is near, and that those fireworks make me think celebration is near, in that I think when this comes back together, you're going to be very happy. And I think they're going to be very happy, and it's going to be a reason to celebrate. I'm even hearing weddings, so maybe it leads to marriage. They propose, and that's the celebration, and that's nice. All right, so let's get some messages from your person to see what they want to say to you. What does this person want to say to this collective, please? I don't care what people think anymore. I've been given bad advice. I'm listening to my intuition. I know you are the one. So again, karmic ties, people that they had around them that aren't good for them, but also that maybe don't even like you and were planting seeds of doubt in your person's mind. They're building that confidence in themselves now to protect you when people say bad things about you, stand up for you, especially if they need to be in their divine masculine. They need to stick up for you, but not listening to their BS anymore. Standing on their own 2 feet and trusting their own intuition about you, that you are the person they love and want to be with. But I think as well, the communication will be talking about how the influences that burdened them in the separation, that kept them away from you. I'm not happy in my current situation. I'm miserable without you. So they know that their happiness is with you. So this is what they want to talk about. I'm used to getting my way, but you put me in my place. So when this ended, you, especially because I said earlier about there being next to no contact, you really stayed true to yourself, and knowing your worth meant that I'm not going to go chasing this person. I'm not going to go running to them. If they want me, they're going to have to come and get me. And they know that now. So they might have been used to in the past you chasing them or reaching out to them, but this time you haven't, and they've realized now that they have to do that. They have to put the work in. I dream about you constantly. I hate that I have to wake up because it's so beautiful in the 3D. I've been putting on a front. My life is not what it seems on the outside to confirm I'm not happy in my current situation. I'm miserable without you. So they also probably are very good at putting up this facade that they're fine, easy breezy, I'm all good, happy as Larry, but they've been putting on a front. It's fake. They're not happy. They know they're happy with you. They're miserable right now without you. And everything that they present right now is fake. I fucked up. I don't know what to say to you or how to make this right with being used to getting their way, but you put them in their place. So they know that they've messed this up. They know they sabotaged this, and these are the things that they want to discuss with you. This was a hard lesson I needed to learn. I was out of control. They want to talk about the ways they messed this up, and that they know that their ego got the better of them, and they let outside influences as well affect their the way they treated you. Please unblock me. Yeah, that's me calling from an unknown number. Or 2 more. I love your swag. You are the whole package, and I couldn't give to you like I wanted because I'm still healing from my past. So a lot of healing was needed here, which is obvious throughout this whole thing. I'm going crazy without you. I want to see you so bad. So this communication will be basically, I'm learning how to love myself thanks now to you. So that just confirms for me that they are watching, but they're going to speak to you about the ways they sabotage this and how they love you and want to make this work. Do you still think about me? Do you still want me? Do you still love me? I need to know if I should move on. I'm hurting. and I didn't know if my family was going to accept you. So they were a big influence here that your person had to see through.